The 2023 Honda Civic Type R looks more reserved than its overstylized predecessor, but that shouldn't keep it from being more exciting to drive. Honda has unveiled the latest generation of the high-performance Hero, which moves to the more modern platform alongside the standard Civic and Civic Si. We still don't have official details on the updated turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, but we expect that Honda has upped the ante in the power department. We're happy to report that the next Type R will keep its manual transmission. Drivers who can't do the 3-pedal shuffle are out of luck, as for now the stick is the only transmission Honda has mentioned. The latest Civic Type R has a more elegant, less aggressive look compared to its predecessor, and the same is true of the Type R version as well. It may be less boy racer, but you'll still be able to easily spot the new hot hatch by its redesigned front bumper, which features a more exposed lower intake that is connected to vertical air inlets at the corners, both of which help to promote cooling, including for the upgraded radiator. Elsewhere, there's a finer honeycomb mesh for the front grille to allow more air into the engine bay, with heat being extracted out via the vented bonnet. There are wider guards and more aggressive bumper treatments front and rear than the standard Civic, while there's a slim air intake on the bonnet. Honda says it also features wider rear doors exclusive to the Type R. Honda revealed the hot Civic in the trademark Type R color of championship white, but it'll be available in other colors including Rally Red, Boost Blue, Crystal Black Pearl, and New Sonic Gray Pearl. Along the sides, the CTR gains wider fenders to accommodate the curiously smaller 19-inch wheels. The previous car had 20-inch units, although the contact patch is wider thanks to the 265/30 profile Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires. The front fenders in particular sport more reserved air outlets, while the rear doors have been widened to match the sportier, lower stance, accompanied by side skirts with end blades. As for the rear, there's a new bumper with corner outlets and a rear diffuser, the latter integrating a triple pipe exhaust that now features a large center pipe between two smaller ones. This arrangement is inversed on the FK8CTR. The new Civic Type R will continue to be powered by a turbocharged 2.0-liter 4-cylinder, but it'll likely be more powerful than the outgoing generation that made 306 horsepower and 295 lb-ft of torque. Honda has confirmed that the mightiest Civic will still have a standard manual transmission. The upcoming Type R won't have a new chassis, but rather an evolution of the one that underpinned the outgoing model. Although the new Civic Type R has a more minimalist interior design than its predecessor, which should give it, as with the exterior, a more mature impression, it's not short of visual flair. Red seat upholstery and matching carpets provide the biggest pop of color. As with the regular Civic, the Type R features a digital gauge cluster and physical climate controls located above a center console with a large storage bin and 2 cup holders. The cabin is upholstered in red shade, and that includes the carpeting, too. The red bucket seats are upholstered in a suede-like material that creates a high friction coefficient that reduces body slippage in high-G driving situations. It's not an interior that's sprinkled with red and black to create a sweet, sporty vibe, no sir. Instead, it comes with a black dash, black door pads, red seats, and red carpets. There's close to zero overlapping between the two. The honeycomb mesh detail from the outside is carried over to the inside. The dash features a serialized Type R plate as well. We still have our inhibitions about it, but we'd love to know what you feel about it. The 11th generation Honda Civic's horizontal dashboard design and 10.2-inch infotainment touchscreen gives the 2023 Type R a distinctly premium look. The new CTR has its serial number plaque positioned on the honeycomb mesh covering the air vents, as opposed to on the center console, to remind front passengers that they aren't sitting in a regular Civic hatchback. We expect it to be packed with popular standard features such as wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, as well as a subscription-based Wi-Fi hotspot and wireless smartphone charging. One carryover from the Civic Type R is the shape of the gear knob for the 6-speed manual transmission, which appears to be identical to the one that came with the 2020 facelift. The manual transmission driving the front wheels also gains a high rigidity lever and optimized shift gate pattern, while the rev match system with auto blip has been tweaked for better operation. Also unchanged is the Brembo braking system, which retains the two-piece discs from the previous generation for improved feel and longevity. In the second row, Honda gives a pretty interesting touch to the seats made of suede. No doubt for its convenience. On the middle side of the seat are given two cup holders to be able to put drink bottles, which is very surprising why this second row seat, Honda removes the handrest, like the one on the previous generation Honda Civic Type R. For a hatchback car, the 2023 Honda Civic Type R has a large trunk. A ground floor made of black velvet that gives the impression of luxury. If you want to get a wider trunk, we can fold the second row seats that are flat on the floor with the rear trunk. Under the trunk of the Honda also pinned a storage area that can contain emergency equipment that must be in every car. As for the rear, there's a new bumper with corner outlets and a rear diffuser, the latter integrating a triple pipe exhaust that now features a large center pipe between two smaller ones. This arrangement is inversed on the Civic Type R. Finishing touches being a prominent rear wing that makes up part of the aerodynamic package, and if it isn't obvious enough,